All right, well, should be here. We should be online. Good evening, everyone. This is a nice 0:30 in Moscow right now. Seems like a great time to check out a new game I've been playing. Well, I've only played for like 2 days this weekend, pretty much. As far as I'm aware, it's not available in English, or there are no English servers at least. I haven't found any information in English about this game, so thought I'd show you this game for just maybe a couple of hours, maybe more, since my sleep schedule has been pretty much screwed these last months. Been going to bed at 6 a.m. so I guess a midnight stream is just like a midday stream for other streamers for me right now. So hold on, I have cropped the window a little bit. I hope that won't be an issue. So here it is, Stalker in Minecraft. Well, for those who don't know, there are a lot of Stalker fans in Russia. It is a very popular game here. I don't know why, whether it be because it's made by, well, not Russian developers, but Ukrainian, which are, well, Slavic, to say the least, right? And there are not a lot of popular or worldwide known games made by Slavic developers, so those are always dear and near to Russian players' hearts. So maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe we enjoy it because, well, we just like to explore abandoned ruins and stuff. I don't know, maybe something in the national spirit of Russians. I don't know. Well, anyways, turns out the Russians like Stalker so much they even ported it into Minecraft, and not with just a mod. I wouldn't even call it a total overhaul of any sort. It's pretty much a different game on Minecraft engine. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's a whole hidden gem, because again, couldn't find any info in English about it, so I'd assume you have never heard of this game before, and you might not be able to play it. Maybe we'll find language settings that would be ideal, but so far I think this is just a Russian project that hasn't seen light outside of the Russian net, let's say. They also have a Fallout server, which is, from what I've seen, a much more simplistic modification of Minecraft to be a Fallout MMO. Haven't tried this one actually. Maybe we will someday, some other day. But for now, it's Stalker. A very surreal experience again. It's a game I have. It's nothing like I've seen before. It's just a very interesting project which I wanted to show off right about now. Well, one thing I'm really hoping is that our router won't crash today and we will have a stable connection. But well, it's different each stream. Maybe it will hold up, maybe it won't. I hope it will. So there is a whole company called Expo that is actually developing the game right now. They're having updates. They even have a test server for those who are interested enough in their projects. And again, before we see what this is all about, I would like you to keep in mind that this is Minecraft. All of this was made in Minecraft. Are we live? Because well, it's probably because I have my stream paused on my mobile, so I'm not sure if we're online, but we seem to be. So I've only been around in the game for about 15 hours. Let's make it a little bit quieter. It's late in the night, wouldn't want to wake my mother up, and make it a bit louder on your end. So yeah, you can recognize it's Minecraft by, for example, amputated arms of my character, but otherwise the models in the game are very, very high quality, I would say. I almost want to make a new character for us because I haven't been following the plot a lot, so this could be the perfect opportunity to catch up with you guys, maybe translate some stuff for you. But I'm not sure what to name my new character if I was to make it right now. So there are two factions in this world, if we talk about the game itself. So So I've been a stalker, but you could also become bandit. That's why, hence, my will to create another character. We could experience a slightly different story. But for now, I guess we'll just I'll show you the kind of the ropes, the basics of the game. So yeah, you can see the blocks. So it's Minecraft can be recognized here. I won't lie. Not sure where I am right now. Okay, let's just. So this is how it looks. I'm not sure if it's the max graphics or anything. It's just the default stuff. It's nighttime, so can't really show off anything. These are anomalies, of course. You can have Stalker without deadly traps, all sorts. So let me just run to a peaceful location where I can start explaining stuff. Like any Stalker game, of course, it just wouldn't launch, it wouldn't run or really count as a Stalker-inspired video game if there wasn't a lot of running involved in it constantly. So you're constantly running through huge spaces, mostly doing nothing. So as you can see, oh yeah, there are also mines which you have to be careful about. Well. So again, graphics-wise, you can barely recognize the game. So of course you have the blocky trees and everything is made out of blocks pretty much, but many of them are sloped, and you can see the weapon models are actually amazing. I could pull out other weapon. Yeah, it's nighttime right now, Lauren. When the sun rises, I hope we'll appreciate the graphics a little bit more, but right now we can just focus on, for example, the weapon models, which are like true 3D models without any inspiration taken from Minecraft, no style of it, which actually I like. The developers seem to be very passionate about their project because there has clearly been a lot of effort involved in developing this. I just wish they focused on a different engine, honestly. I wish they could make just a proper 3D Stalker-inspired MMO. Because, well, you could be running like this and like just forget about the fact that it's based on Minecraft. But the moment you, I don't know, for example, pull out your pistol, no, not pistol. Oh, okay, go into third person. Just a moment. Should be doing yeah, and you see this your square character with amputated arms and legs. You can the immersion kind of breaks. I don't know. I don't really like the aesthetic of it, but that's how the game looks pretty much. We're in a safe location right now, so I could start showing off some of the aspects I like about this game. I don't. It's pretty decent. Yes, precisely what I'm talking about. I mean, it has like circles and round objects, so it's already a huge achievement in my opinion. So what I really like, of course, is the weapons, and for a Stalker game it is very important to have great gunplay, let's say, right? So that's something they did right. For example, here I have my SKS rifle and I can modify it kind of like in Tarkov, as you can see. So and again, check out these models, which are like from a real actual shooter game. So this is okay. You can do this, for example. This unlocks grip over here, or maybe a laser sight. You can do this and put on a sight on it. So kind of clearly a Tarkov inspired feature, but it's actually gorgeous. The SKS itself is a pretty terrible rifle that it's kind of semi-starter rifle that you will buy in the first location and then sell for something better, but and hence I don't really know why the game allows you to do this, but the fact that you are allowed to customize it to this extent is a plus, no doubt. You can grab it, for example. So yeah, there it is. I really like it, even though the weapon itself is quite terrible. It's no longer relevant, let's say. So yeah, you have a. This is what I like about the game, like no doubt, the weapons and their customization. You can modify a lot of weapons, even a simple hunting shotgun. You can put a sight plank on it and mount a sight on it. I'm so just have to clear some stuff from my table. So that's a plus. Sadly, this is about the only thing I'm really enjoying about Stalker, Stalcraft. That's how the project is called, by the way. Minecraft and Stalker, you get Stalcraft. You get it. I mean, there are a lot of interesting. Hold on, let me just unpack really quickly so we can go out and explore some stuff. So this. You lose your inventory on death, at least a lot of it. So all the items that are not locked, that don't have a lock sign on them, will be dropped on death, and other players will be able to pick it up. So there are two factions in the game, bandits and stalkers, and they are pretty much rivals. They fight all the time. It's like Alliance and the Horde, I'd say, in World of Warcraft. And for example, on this location, we have this huge rail track running through the middle of the location, and the bandits actually have their own base over here north. So this is our half of the map. This is there. We all kind of chill on our sides until we have some sort of quest to go out on an enemy territory and either kill someone or find something or something like that. So that's when things get hot, when they get dangerous, right? This is just a perfect location to describe the way locations work in this game in general, because it's like there is a huge barrier, like right in the middle, and pretty much that's how things work. Players are kind of playing on one map and are always in close proximity to each other, but well, sometimes they cross their paths, and that's when shooting happens pretty much. You can't shoot your own people, so while you are around stalkers, you are pretty much safe. You shouldn't be really afraid. What I don't like about the let's say design, right, is when they try to do something small. For example, cars. There should be a truck, right? The wheels are still square, for example. It's just a block of wheel. I don't know. No, it's just a cart. Well, anyways, the finer details look weird, I'd say. Not sure how to explain or showcase it. Maybe when we'll find cars or some other smaller objects, I might point it out more. But yeah, sure, it's impressive, but in places like this, right, I don't think it looks very great. And the thing is, it kind of loses the charm of original Minecraft when you are able to, when you have a set amount of blocks, right, some blocks that you recognize, and you can look at an object that was built out of them and say, oh, it's this block, I know how it was I don't know, combined with other blocks to make it look like, I don't know, a wheel or a car door, a hood, I don't know, anything, right? You don't have it here. You just have really weird blocks that you don't quite recognize, and they just look, I don't know, not out of place, but amateurish, I'd say. But this is the limitation I assume of Minecraft. So you have your safe spots where you take quests, and you have well, your wilderness, let's say, right? Attack the base. Well, I actually have never been to their base before, and I kind of wonder what happens if we do come across. Oh, and you see my main quest now guides me right through their territory along this road into the next area. Or as an alternative, I can go through here, this third location, a different one. Not sure. Maybe we'll explore the new lands here. And so this is the starter location, swamps. So pretty much the same pattern, right? The same idea, concept. You have two bases on either parts of the map, and kind of a shared area that you complete quests in. So bandits have their own objectives. I'm not sure. I haven't played those. And stalkers their own. Sometimes you kind of cross paths and stuff happens. And the map is really big. I haven't had the time to appraise it much, but honestly, so pretty much this is how it looks like, right? So you keep heading north. Oh, there it is. quite a huge map, I see. You can quite see the borders of locations easily, but there seems to be a lot to explore. I have only started, right, 15 hours. That's nothing for an MMO. No, there's there's actually no building, no crafting. I guess they chose Minecraft because it's a very easy base to create your game on, right? Everything is already here. Graphics wise, you work with chunks, which are a lot easier, right? Assume to design and kind of shape the way you need to. Of course, I would have preferred them to make it, I don't know, Unity game maybe, if they know how to use Unity. But again, maybe it's just not the scale the developers were able to handle. I'm not sure. I'm just turning a quest in here again. Haven't haven't been following the plot much. Oh, and I have a new quest. Let's see what we have to do. So, oh, right. I wanted to see if we can switch to maybe English. So game. Sound, graphics, controls, performance. No, there is no English, so I guess it's safe to say you can't really, unless you speak Russian, you can't really play this one. Which honestly makes me think, why not? Maybe again they haven't had the manpower to translate the game, but I guess to a certain demographic on the Western market, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, Stalker Online has Western servers and English-speaking players from all over the world. So you have your artifacts that you have to first research to figure out what exact kind of effect they give you. Then you can sell them or use them, or not sure. Haven't found too many of them yet. I'll just sell it and we'll go out adventure a little bit. No, I can't sell it because what? Strange, you can sell. Maybe it's quest related. Actually, I should be able to sell it, but I quite really can't. Well, anyways, you have a reputation system, so each base you come across, you have to raise your level to unlock new weapons in the shop, or maybe get discounts in the same shops. So you do quests to achieve that. I wonder if we can buy something interesting. Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind translating for them, and again, just we can appreciate just the amount of weapons they have here, right? You have different suits here for armor. You have the combat ones, which will protect you from bullets and explosions, pretty much. You have well, scientific ones, the ones which will protect you from radiation and chemical damage. From anomalies, maybe, I don't know, haven't had a lot of experience in that yet. And well, pretty much a combination of two, like this one, a little bit of everything, right? Yes. And again, the modules, the upgrades, and everything are pretty neat. Again, you have to grind for them quite a bit, from what I've heard. The starter ones like this one are okay. There isn't a lot of grind involved. They are pretty cheap, but from what I have seen and heard, it gets a lot grindier in the later parts of the game, which is, well, I guess, a pretty smart way to attract your players and then kind of make them pay after you crank up the grind. Alright, oh wait, what am I doing? Right, I wanted to check my quests. There. Alright, just need to find someone, but I have no idea where. Oh, there. So we're actually guided to a new location, which I haven't seen yet. Again, if only this game had like normal human arms, it would just be indistinguishable from and maybe more around trees, I don't know. It would be quite indistinguishable from a non-Minecraft project, right? It's actually quite close in feel to a classic Stalker, the way shooting works and the way even the UI, right, the interface, quite faithfully recreated to a Stalker standard. There is a lot of PvE as well. Can't show you any PvE camps right now, any bandit camps which we have. As it's a Minecraft game, you can actually see the bullets. I'm not sure if you can see it on stream, but well, so the bullets kind of have to be very physical, so you can kind of see how slow they're traveling. So I'd say it's almost good. It's a little bit uncanny with all this. The faces are here. Those are gold. We'll try meeting more people around here.
Давай, ребята!
Oh, there should be a player over here. So these are bandits, the bad guys. Well, I mean, I say the bad guys. And when they die, they drop a huge portion of their loot. This was actually a really nice encounter. 2 down. So yeah, we have our own NPCs that stand out, and bandits have their own quests to kind of come around here and clear everyone to get a reward. A little bit of reputation and items to sell. So long travels here are quite dangerous. If you are fully looted, you might lose just everything when you die. So these rolls of toilet paper will be lost if I die here. So let's come back one last time so I sell my stuff, because I don't want to lose it. And we'll try making it to here. I would just so far the mutants haven't been a problem really. They're all pretty weak and die easy. Just like that. So when you clear a spot from enemies, whether it be bandits or animals, you get a pile of loot pretty much, and then a little bit of reputation. Yeah, the guns have recoil, but they're a bit... Well, it's Minecraft, you know, if you know what I'm saying. So here is me shooting, not holding the mouse in any way. So as you can see, they are recoiling, and the guns actually feel alright. It might look even worse because I'm wearing a silencer right now, but they will have flash. I mean, it's not perfect, I gotta say. Obviously, maybe because again, it's a limitation of Minecraft engine. I know all the guns I've handled in Minecraft back in my childhood days when I was installing Minecraft gun mods. Those were pretty terrible. So the fact that they have made them this good, good looking, for example, is already astounding. So couldn't have wished for anything more, really. Couldn't have expected more from a Minecraft game. The surroundings themselves, like buildings and stuff, I wouldn't say they look really nice in this aesthetic, but well, to each their own, I guess. So if you are playing it carefully, there is a lot of backtracking to sell your stuff, because again, the further you get, more dangerous it is, the more risk there is, and you might just lose everything if you are just a little bit not careful. So I sell this. Guess I don't know. Stash this stuff. So quite a bit of inventory management, as you might have noticed. Oh, I should have sold this one as well. This tab is full. Thankfully, more. Yeah. You have different types of ammo. For example, you have different buckshot loads, armor piercing rounds, hollow point rounds. That's what they are called in English. So the ones that do more damage to unarmored targets. So all your, I would say, standard Stalker flair is here. The armor, the weapons, it's quite alright. I just need more ammo, I guess. Right. Yes, again, the developers have done, well, I'd say a great job of disguising this game as not Minecraft. It barely looks like one. I mean, sometimes it really is when you see your hand, especially, or when you see this fine gentleman over here, or this square-headed chap. So yeah, sometimes it's not perfectly not Minecraft, but it's a very professionally done mod, pretty much. Officially it's called a mod. It's so for a modification, again, quite a lot of work seems to have been done. The squares are still everywhere, however. If you hated Minecraft because of squares, you won't like this one either. And again, can see this game becoming way too popular, but then again, I've seen over 2,000 people playing it during this weekend. I mean, at one time when I checked. Oh right, we wanted to go adventuring, right? So here is the bandit camp, for example, which I can clear. But to bandit players, this quest wouldn't have been visible, and they would just see this camp as a camp full of friendly NPCs, which they can hang around and maybe wait for some stalker to go and clear it, ambush him and take his loot, maybe, or something. I mean, there is a lot of incentive for PvP, not only, well, bandits and stalkers kind of have to kill each other, it's in their names, right? The fact that it's, well, not full loot PvP, right, because there are stuff that you don't lose on death, for example weapons, but a huge portion of your valuables can be dropped, so you want to kill and you don't want to be killed. Oh, it seems like... Oh. Well, this was close. I was completely empty. Interesting. Well, always keep your guns loaded. That's the takeaway from this one. We have medkits, the classic ones from Stalker. It goes from orange to blue to yellow. So yeah, usually this post is full of allied NPCs, so I wasn't expecting any danger. But a bandit can come here and clear it all out. They respawn, they eventually come back. But as you can see, it's not always safe. Yeah, more players than cards, and it's only like, well, Russian only, I'd assume, right? Well, it goes to show how much Russians love Minecraft. It's also a popular game here, and Stalker, so it's like a fusion, and a perfect recipe for success among Russian players. I kind of like its PvP simplicity. I mean, there is nothing fancy like tricky movements or anything. Just kind of aim and shoot. Not a lot of recoil management actually. Maybe it's a minus for more hardcore minded players. I'm not a big PvP player actually, so I kind of like the way it's paced here, so you can stay on your side of the map and kind of feel relatively safe. I want to say, I mean, safer than this half, for example. Or you can go out and just start killing bandits. I know there is a lot of hate between two factions. People just actively curse each other in chat, even though they can hear each other. They just kind of complain about bandits being dicks, and I assume bandits. Oh, that's actually friendly. Interesting. So some posts are actually occupied by stalkers at sometimes, and sometimes bandits come and wipe them out, and so there is like a very loose simulation of life between NPCs, so they don't just stand around waiting to be killed. At least not always. That's what I'm trying to say.
Бабу бы. Бабы, конечно, грызут, но не так, как эти мутанты.
The characters are voiced. The main quest line is actually fully voiced as well, so all the NPCs you come to talk to about your main quest will actually speak. Is again amazing for not just a mod. It's a free-to-play project made on the base of Minecraft and so on. So I wasn't expecting this level of quality, I would say, right? This scale either, right? The map seems to be quite big for now, at least. Alright, so we're in a new spot now. Oh, I actually recall this location. I mean, I haven't been here, but there was a lot of talk about it, how the bandits are actually camping the good loot spots around here. And yeah, again, farming is something, is another way to developers kind of clash our two factions together, like bandits and stalkers. So they give us one loot spot for both factions, and that's when firefights ensue. So again, a pretty convenient design. Two factions that kind of fight each other and battle for same resources pretty much. I'm not saying they're finite, but the places to farm them at are quite few. So it seems to be rather quiet and empty for now. I'm not sure if that's always like this. Alright. I do have quite a few quests around here. So yeah, green arrows are pretty much stalkers, which we can't hurt. Even if we wanted to, if we start shooting, we just can't hurt them. Which is quite easy core if you think about it, but and it can lead to abuse. So a fellow stalker can start looting your bodies, and you won't be able to do anything about it because you can't hurt them, you can't shoot them. So yeah, again, a lot of running, obviously. All Stalker inspired games I've played have a lot of running for some reason. Again, maybe it's a requirement. We have quite a big post around here. You can actually sit on chairs, by the way. I don't think I can go third person here, but that's how I look like. Kind of. So, a nice little detail. Now I have a quest around here, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I think. No, I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. to summon maybe. The marker is under the ground, so I guess I have to... Oh, over here, I see. The quests are quite a lot of variety to them, I'd say. Alright, so I'm supposed to sell wonder medicine to various Stalker outposts, which are actually placebo pills, pretty much. I don't remember why I'm supposed to do it, but well, that's something I'm supposed to figure out what the outpost commanders like and why they would purchase my these pills of mine. So there is a lot of dialogue reading involved, and you have to pay attention pretty much. I still don't, but I mean, in quests like this, you just have to. For example, here before actually jumping straight to selling pills, I should pick the other options. So I'm asking him what's wrong. He looks strange. He's saying that he sees strange dreams. They're quite abstract. They hear voices. They can't sleep well. So that's when we start talking about the pills we have to sell. Well, I'll explain this plot point a bit later, but there is a a lot of lore involved around seeing dreams. But so and here I have to choose one correct option in the dialogue to explain him why she should buy the pills. Let me spend some time reading this, because again, I'm sorry, I can't really just choose a random one. We'll have to spend some time here. So I can either tell him that the pills will heal him and his men from being blessed. I will talk about being blessed a little bit later. Again, it's a plot thing. Or I can say that these pills strengthen your bones, teeth and hair, because they are rich in calcium. Or I can say if a blessed takes these pills, they make him stronger, allowed to see future, levitate and so on. Or I can say that these pills protect the blessed from going crazy, which is, I think, yeah, I think this is the right choice, right? Because if we tell him that they will kind of heal the blister, well, not heal, it actually compares the pills to poison, so I guess that's not a good option to tell him if he is blessed as well. So I guess we'll take this one. He's quite content with my arguments, so yeah, quest completed. I know I probably made it sound not interesting at all, but it's quite nice. Some reading involved in it, which is great. Again, a lot of quest work for a Minecraft mod. There doesn't seem to be a trader around here, so we just move on, I guess. We can loot random boxes, but they usually only have some ammo or medkit, so nothing rare or expensive. Hold on for a moment. Okay, oops. We reach some sort of a village where I have to meet with a friend of mine. I mean, a quest friend, like it's my actual friend. Seems to be quite empty. I expected a lot more. Oh no. It's that guy from Stalker. I don't remember. I don't know what they are called in Stalker in English. Bloodsuckers or something like that. That's what they are in Russian, at least. There is also a little bit of parkour. You can kind of vault over tall objects. It's quite inconvenient to use. Okay, that's the guy. Okay, so I have to watch him sleeping right now, which is strange. So yeah, the quest objective actually says just watch him sleeping. He is watching me as well, as you can clearly see. I hope it won't take too long. Again, I was... oh, that's a new one. Oh, well, nothing new in concept, just a different faction to kill. So this is, I assume, the bandit part of the map, because these exits are... oh no, that's not how it works. The bandits are here, and this is a third location I haven't been to yet. So quite interesting to see that the location progression here, it doesn't get too linear, right? So you can go here, or you can go straight to here, or you can even sneak past the bandits through here. Anyways, oh, I actually had to, to initiate dialogue and watch him. All right. So he's sleeping, but suddenly he's suffocating. I can kill him. That's interesting. I can wake him up or slap him on the cheek. So I guess we won't resort to such extreme measures as killing, and we will slap first. Okay, that actually seems to have fixed the problem. That's great. Now he's trying to strangle himself. I wonder if I should let that happen. Let's try to intervene. All right. So right now he kind of wakes up and is looking at me, and he starts to... I'm not sure how to describe it. Well, there is well, anyways, let's just keep watching what happens. Well, he's struggling to breathe again, so I guess we'll wake him up. Not sure that's a success, but we've gotten the reputation, so I guess. He gives me a little bit of money. Oh, actually quite a lot of money, and a lot of medkits. That's great. So that's the end of the quest. Yeah, it's well, again, it's a plot thing. I guess that's a great time to start talking about the Bleast, as I called them. So the thing is, the way people get in this zone, right, the anomaly zone, is quite this whole thing, right? They see dreams in which they see a vision. A blue artifact that calls to them that is somewhere inside this zone, and so basically this artifact is the MacGuffin of this whole plot, and everyone is trying to find it. So this and these Bleast people who see the dreams, they sometimes get violent and kill their fellow stalkers and actually go insane. Nobody knows why this happens, and well, there it is, pretty much. That's how it happens. So their dreams get all weird and strange, and all sorts of stuff starts happening to them. So that's the mystery we are trying to investigate here. Now the other quest I have here is I should find one of those Bleast guys that has gone insane and tried to kill his business partner. So if we find him and kill him, I'd assume there is a lot of choice involved in such tasks. So we can start killing these Bleast guys, we can start resorting to less violent options, of letting them go, for example, because when they are not insane, they're actually nice guys and say, please don't kill me, I'm but a simple stalker. But well, the choice is yours, pretty much. Well, I have to say it's quite hard to comment on an English, a Russian game in English, especially describing the quests and dialogues. It's been, my head hurts already. So basically I have this whole circle in which I have to find one single person, and I don't think I have a single like pointer, or you can actually go prone here. Another thing not found in Minecraft or in Stalker actually. So I just want to check my quest. That's the guy. Oh, alright. I need to pay attention to houses with boarded windows or covered windows. I see. So it's not just. The thing is, you press C to use a medkit, and I'm used to C being crouch, so I constantly waste my medkits while trying to get up from a prone position. Alright, we need a house with boarded or covered windows. They all look quite normal. Don't think there is anything. Well, yeah, don't really enjoy quests when they give like a huge radius. Oh, beat my cheek, correct. When they give you a huge radius to explore, right, and you have to just run around, kind of wasting time. But well, at least we have a pointer. Again, I assumed we just had no clues of what to look for. Oh, I think this might be the one, right? Oh no, those are just windows. Well, this one's boarded up, so I guess we'll investigate at the very least. Oh yeah, that's the quest one. He was red. That's why I shot. Oh wow, it's getting interesting. Oh, so yeah, these are the crazed beast ones. That's what they do when they go insane. Apparently I'm one of them because I've seen the dreams as well, but we're one of the same guys. Oh no, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, he's... Oh, that's the guy we had to kill. That's great. Maybe there was a different option because he wasn't actually aggressive, but the crosshair was red, so I was kind of just assuming there was no other way. Yeah. Climbing is strange. You have to hold Q and then W to climb. Oh, I know this guy. So it's one of the sanitars. It's a faction that I guess you could translate their name as paramedics, but that would be a little strange in English, I guess. Anyways, it's a faction that specializes on hunting down these beast ones, and I was supposed to infiltrate their ranks, and to do that I have to kill beast pretty much. And they basically view them as crazed people and animals that should be put down before they start going insane. So yeah, he's offering me to join them, but actually I have already completed that quest, so not sure why I have to. I don't really like that faction. I was trying my hardest to kind of distance myself from it. Oh, now I'm overloaded with loot, which is quite inconvenient. So again, you get a lot of stuff, but at the same time you kind of lose it very easily. For example, I'll just drop these to... oh no, they're quite lightweight actually. Whatever. Will be a little slower, but I'm greedy. I'm a pack rat. I just can't make myself leave stuff behind. So yeah, you have an amulet. I haven't talked about those a lot. Some of them are quite insta-kill-ish, I would say. So you... okay, frame this. Who are these guys? I guess they're stalkers, right? They look like. So you also have soldiers, so the military is here as well. But I don't know, sometimes they're aggressive, sometimes they're not. My next quest is to find someone over there. compared to actual human enemies, the mutants are quite easy, at least for now. Or at least after I've gotten proper weapons. Now we have a military block post up ahead. That's where I think it will... Oh, it's the areas actually irradiated a little. Anyways, this is where things should get challenging. Damn, I keep getting radiation, that sucks. I guess it worked, and we're out. Because the military guys can actually shoot pretty well. But I have brought a great gun with me, which is a Mosin rifle with the plank and the scope that I bought. It's a really nice thing, which can one-shot you guys. The shooting is really simple again. For some people it will be a plus, for others minus. And the recoil, yeah, it's actually really tame for a shooter. Well, just as I was talking about how the game will become challenging in a moment, this was an exceptionally easy raid. Well, interesting, haven't found these before. Looks like a quest item of some sort. You see I'm voting over right now. It's not done very conveniently, but well, you can do it. Do you take damage if you take your quotas off? I didn't get this question. What sort of damage are you talking about? You mean thermal damage from getting cold, or I mean, if you could evaluate a bit more on this one, explain it. Oh no, those are friendlies again. I see a lot of friendly stalkers. I wonder if it's harder to play as a bandit because they have, from what I've seen, they seem to have less bases and strong points. So yeah, quite a lot of industrial let's say environments, buildings and stuff. But again, I wouldn't say it looks exceptionally like... I mean, you see, right, the palette is kind of bland and the trucks don't look too beautiful. Okay, that's where I need to go. Oh, that's the military. I see. Where are they shooting? Oh, they went down. Alright, guess it's almost in time then. Radiation, yeah, and you have different... Lord. Oh, Christ, yeah. The AI is quite aggressive here, sadly. Well, not sadly, quite... well, that's how it is, pretty much. They can push... and well, pretty much. So I died. Oh, that's the blowout. The blowout is also a thing in the game. Obviously it is. So now I lost pretty much everything I found in my travels, except for the quest rewards. Those stay with you. Yeah, and different. I think the radiation damage stays the same, but the rate at which you accumulate radiation differs depending on how well your suit is protecting you from radio. So there are 4 primary stats: radio protection, bio protection, thermal protection, and psi protection. That's like, you know, the controller mutants from original Stalker. All those guys, I guess. I haven't encountered that stat yet, so I don't know much about it. So yeah, quite a sad ending. I wasn't expecting those guys at all. And the thing is, my gun is quite short-ranged, especially because I have a silencer. The damage just evaporates at any sort of range. But we do have a different quest to complete around here, so I guess after this blowout thing is over, we'll go out. So the blowouts are quite nicely done, I'd say, because after they are over, anomalies start spawning artifacts in them, so there is always a race right after the blowout between Stalkers and bandits to just loot all the places. If I go out, I can show you that I'm getting damaged, so little by little. But there is no like indication apart from my health bar going down, so a little strange, but yeah. When it's blowout, everyone just kind of gathers here at the respawn point. Cheers. So when you die, you have to kind of rearm yourself, right? Take med kits, take some ammo, but I don't need this ammo for the most. And well, in theory we should be able to, if we are fast enough, run back and retrieve our items. They actually take quite a lot of time to respawn. There is also less functional modifications to guns. For example, if I take a sword, I am able to hold my Stalker. This will make the weapon really fast to pull out. For example, if I click my mouse and you see it's over 2 seconds to just pull it out basically. But since it's a submachine gun and the whole stop hold, it's really fast. But obviously the recoil is almost always more. This is the feature I just love about this game. The rest is kind of if you're a Minecraft fan, if you're a big Stalker fan, which I'm not by the way, yeah, you might enjoy. The grind isn't very, say, organic, I would say, because it's kind of... the system is one for each region. In each region you have resources, for example, over here. These are the resources, that's just population, that you get from completing these small quests, right? They are different for human missions, so if you kill bandits you get this black stuff, if you kill monsters you get this stuff. And here it's the same stuff but different resources, right? 2 different resources. Somewhere over here I think it's again different resource, same system. So this is again what I mean by not organic. It's just one thing copy pasted all over the game, right? Is it all? Yeah, so I mean, it might not look like it's full again, but it's the damage is really low, as you can see. Yeah, that's everyone just running probably after the artifacts, which I haven't seen a lot of, by the way. So for example, if I want to buy a gun, for example a DP, might want to actually get this one because it looks cool. And again, you can customize it. You can put a plank on it and the sight, for example. Sadly, that's it. There is also like a trinket over here, but that's it. Not everything is extensionally modifiable, but there is always something about each gun. So yeah, if I want to buy this gun, for example, I have 2 choices. I can turn in my older gun, a slightly worse version of it, right? And a little bit of this mission material, these resources, and pay a certain amount of money. So that's actually a lot to just get one gun. So you don't need just the money, but also the resources. Or I can, if I don't have the gun, I can just pay more resources and more money. So kind of, if you are advancing with shotguns, so you always buy the latest thing you can. It's actually cheaper to upgrade your weapons, pretty much. So much work, yes, indeed. Just an amazing thing, right? And I'm actually amazed that it's not out for the Western market. Quite interesting. And so the way they make money, there is a store. Again, I haven't explored it a lot, so we can do it together right now, I guess. So you can buy, of course, the very latest thing, the coolest assault rifles, right? There is OC-14, there is AUG, right? HK, that's a sniper rifle. Obviously, so yeah, pretty much it's a free-to-play system with an in-game store, and that's how they, I'd say, survive. You can buy cosmetics, I think, right? You have cases. You can buy keys, and there are cases here. So it's almost like a CS:GO kind of system. As you can see, holy shit, it's actually quite. I absolutely hate this kind of system, but well, there you have it. So yeah, you can get paints. You can see, you can get ammo. So that's trash. That's the cheapest case you can get, right? So the rewards are also. Wow, holy shit, let me take a look at this guy. So you can actually, wow, it's an automatic pistol that you can kind of get the iconic stock for, and for example, and some sort of muzzle device. So again, not a lot of things, but still. It also has an extended mag in real life. Kind of strange not to see this modification here, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's the answer to your question. Oh wow, it's quite, that's really classy, wow. Jesus. What a lad, right? So yeah, anyways. What you don't have is premium time, which I quite respect. So if you, so by not paying, you are not like slowing your progress down, right? You're just limited from some of the top stuff, which you can still farm for together at the same pace with other players. So I hate paying for premium time because you have kind of constant spending money and all that stuff. Or do you? Maybe I'm. Yeah, there are more tabs around here. PMM I haven't seen, so it's like a premium version of the starter pistol. That's interesting. Why though? Oh, I see. Epic, epic. Holy shit. Wow, you guys recognize this single shot shotgun? You can buy it for some reason. I don't know why. You can fold the stock, you can get the shotgun on it. So yeah, weapon modification is quite fun here, I'd say. And again, cool that we have weapons like this, except I think it's premium only, which is weird. I mean, it's a terrible shotgun which you have to pay money for. It's strange, but still interesting to see. Well, that's enough time in the premium shop. What were we supposed to do? Right, turn some quests in. Maybe get interesting rewards. You also get unique guns for quests here. So like, for example, this gun of mine is not just a Mosin rifle, but like a Mosin rifle belonging to a certain NPC I have worked for, so it has some unique stats to it. Slightly higher damage, namely. There are a lot more examples that are back in my stash, haven't had time to show you, but pretty much unique guns, kind of like in Fallout, if you recall, you could find them. Like they had unique names, but same base models, right? The close combat is kind of, especially Minecraft, you can kind of recognize the way it feels and looks. Almost new level. When we level up, we can buy new guns and hopefully tinker around with them, maybe get new modifications. That would be nice. Yeah, you can turn on third-person view outside of no PvP zones, which is a nice touch. I have always hated the third-person games, PvP games, because of like corner peeking, you know, just abusing camera angles. This is a nice way to kind of limit it, but also still leave the opportunity to turn on third-person view if you want. I don't know, to admire yourself. Maybe take a screenshot. Yeah. Oh, I've always wondered what's down here, but the air is like poisonous. Can't really travel around here safely, so we're taking a bit of a detour here. Alright, so that's the quest where we had to kill the crazed beast guy that attacked this dude and almost killed him. So yeah, we tell him he's actually went insane. He answers that he doesn't really care. He only cares about business and his own safety. Now I can go and tell that he's no longer mad at the beast guy's partner. This is getting a bit convoluted, but yeah, there were two guys that were making business with this guy. One of the guys went insane and attacked this guy, and the business guy stopped working with the other normal guy. A lot of stuff for one quest. Actually, like I don't think we can showcase it here, but the reload animations are also quite faithful, almost. For example, I have a revolver here with 5 rounds. If I shoot, for example, one of them and reload, you can clearly see how only one is ejected, only one case, right? If I shoot 3 times, he will eject exactly 3 cases, which is again a nice detail. Still, it's completely ruined by the fact that when you're shooting, the chamber isn't going anywhere. Oh wait, it actually is. My bad. Our fellow stalkers here. Oh right, sometimes when monsters spawn too close. Yeah, they start like... Oh, that's the DP gun. And again, yeah, the way guns look on other players or models are actually quite weird. Especially when they're shooting. I can show it here, but not very pleasing, sadly. It kind of ruins the gunplay for me, which is maybe a big thing, personally. Maybe we'll try adventuring over there this time. Complete that quest maybe later and focus on the main plot. The main plot is, well, let's just say I've skipped a lot of main plot dialogue and cutscenes, so I don't really know what we're doing right now. I think, yeah, as a beast, we are determined to find that blue artifact that everyone is looking for, and of course, since we are the chosen one. Oh, here's an upgraded weapon, for example. It's an AKSU. No, that's an AKS, like with a full stock, I guess. It has 2 laser sights for some reason, and yeah, I guess that's because of Minecraft, but the kind of sights look quite weird. They are cut off right here. Well, anyways, safe travels, Stalker. Right, it's the guy. The business is settled. I should get... I get almost nothing, which is terrible. But alright, at least we get more reputation and we unlock new stuff now. Let's see what it is. Oh, right here. New rifles, new shotguns, for example. Oh yeah, but they require new... the stuff from a zone I haven't been to yet. So maybe it's the perfect time to actually arm ourselves. Well, explore a little bit more, I'd say, right? Maybe we can buy a better gun, better than just SMG, because I mean it's great at shorter ranges, but the damage fall off is quite painful. Let's see.
Давай ты спрячешь оружие, а я не устрою тебе проблем.
A little expensive, but I guess we can handle it. And then you can buy this guy. Oh no, not just yet. Yeah, let's buy a new gun just to make things a little more interesting, I guess. So to do that, we go to our stash. We get the quest items. Run back to the trader guy. We
Спрячь
find the
оружие,
gun.
друг.
And what's this one? So I can give him a quest item. Well, actually, no. This is like a dead end. When buying guns, it's also important to consider what you can exchange them for in the future. So you can get this one for pretty cheap, and it has like a cool rail, but
Сейчас бы
you
кинул
won't be able
глянуть.
to
Интересно, чё
exchange it
скинов
for a
щас
better gun
крутят?
like this, like you can do with this guy, for example. Since I don't have this gun, I can choose the alternative thing, deposit the materials, pay money, buy the thing, and
Ты бы ствол убрал, пока шумиха не началась.
there we are, pretty much. No. Oh, this didn't drop. This actually stayed with me. This quest, good to know. Let's take the sight off this thing. Maybe leave the silencer on.
Убери оружие. У нас тут так не принято. Горизонт чист.
Could hold
Вздремнуть,
this
что
guy,
ли?
for example. Keep the sight. Well, it might not look terribly good, but well, it's a start, right? I mean, it should work for now. Should be good enough to explore a new area. Let's just sell some trash items in the inventory. Here is a quest. No, there is a better example. I think there was a better example. No, it's not here. Never mind. You can insert plates into your armor to make it a little more bullet resistant. Put these back. Guess I'll keep. No, we can keep the SMG. It's too heavy, I think. Let me just kind of arm myself before our long travel, long hike to a new area. You kind of want to come prepared, I mean, so it's worth spending some time getting up. Let's take a bag of bullets. The cool thing about them is that you don't drop them on death, so you can kind of empty them out slowly to get bullets here. Let's take some. 120. No, let's get a little more. Ah, no, we have the extras with us. Guess we are ready to venture out. Again, a real shame I can switch it to English so you guys can understand a little more what's going on. But yeah, what we have to do here is quite an aggressive move through the bandit territory, right, sleep right by their base, or we can take the safe route and kind of just circle around. I mean, it would make sense because we have a quest over here, but let's try to spice things up a little bit. There seems to be a lot of action going on, so maybe we can just sleep through the bandits. I should also equip this to a hotkey so we can swap stuff around. Even the movement is quite, let's say, not like Minecraft at all. Non-Minecraft like. That's how I would describe it. So again, you can't run sideways or backwards. I mean, and in general, it has a little more weight to it, even though you can still kind of jump around, stuff like that. Not sure where I'm carrying this one now, but well. Alright, so this is the dangerous part. This is where a lot of action is going down, so kind of better to. It's best for us to be careful, especially considering everyone is dead for some reason. This is never a good sign. Oh. One guy sitting here. Guess it's all good then. So yeah, when you see someone without a nickname, it's abandoned, and you pretty much have no choice other than to shoot them, because they will certainly shoot you. So it's there is no real scenario where you make peace with them. I don't think, at least. It's usually safe on the road, so I guess we're lucky, at least for now, not to meet anyone. Well, admittedly, it is. Let's check the time, by the way. 1:40 in the morning, so I guess there is just not a lot of players running around on both sides, so it's a little empty. But if you play at peak hours, I describe it, it gets a lot hotter around here. So constantly firing, people firing at each other, especially again around here. It's like, oops, yeah, missed an anomaly. This one was relatively harmless, thankfully, just the full damage. Speaking of anomalies, they are a little bit, I want to say, gimped here, because you don't have any sort of detectors or anything to pick artifacts up. They just spawn in an anomaly and you come up and pick them up or run off. So not a lot of mechanics involved in that part. But well, that's how it is. Again, the game is actively updated, so I think we might hope for an update to kind of expand on this mechanic later. For now it's quite simple, and frankly I don't see a lot of artifacts around here. Alright, here we are once again, a new area. Same mutants. I'm waiting for new, maybe more dangerous mutants, but no, it's same stuff around here. Oh wow, it's radiation around here. To be careful. Maybe I should have bought a new suit, actually, it would make more sense instead of a weapon. Yeah, now that I think of it. So yeah, we have to go here, into some sort of a digger camp. I guess it's a friendly area. So I guess we stick to the road, it should be fine. Again, great expenses. The size of the map is just gorgeous, just what you want in an MMO, right? And it's quite bleak, as a Stalker map should be, right? So not a lot of bright colors. I guess that's alright, but I don't know, sometimes Minecraft is just screaming from these piles of I don't know what this is, but yeah, doesn't look too great. What's that? It's horrendous, actually. Okay, what? Yeah, this one. This is the stuff that we need to farm around this location. Again, I can just hit random stuff, hope those same resources, which I will. Those resources we will buy guns and suits and everything. Alright, we should be close, actually. Again, it's a lot more. That's interesting. It's a lot more risk traveling at peak hours with more players around. Right now it's a little bit. It's kind of peaceful, but again, you wouldn't want to let your guard down, right? Because you meet someone, it's still a firefight. There it is. I have let my guard down and was killed by a bandit. You can see it's a player because they have a nickname, basically. Oh, and the terrible thing is, we start back. The only respawn points you can take are like on these big bases. So again, if you die, you not only lose your items, but a lot of progress in terms of distance you have covered. So we basically have to start over, rearm ourselves. I'll take these with me, just in case. I mean, thankfully the ammo here is not very expensive or rare. So, especially if you travel with just the usual bullets, you don't lose too much, let's say. What else did we need? Be a little bit now. Actually, screw it. Let's try just one more time, and maybe then it will be pretty much everything that I wanted to show you. I mean, maybe you could even attempt to play it yourself. I mean, if you don't take the quests into account, where you kind of have to read and choose the beneficial, let's say, if not the right options, you might be able to play it just as an MMO and without really knowing the text. It certainly would be quite a terrible experience, I would imagine, but well, if you really wish to, I guess you could try. Again, makes me wonder, maybe I will even ask around some fan groups, or somehow get in touch with the developers, ask how come this isn't on the Western market. Maybe they don't see what's going on here. Oh, I thought player again. So just to kind of put the world into perspective, we see just these random stalkers standing around, and it's just like a spot, right, where they respawn and leave pretty much. But for a bandit character, this would be marked on the map like this. Oh wait, yeah, I think someone is attacking, right? Or those are just missions? Yeah, I think so. Ah, yeah, I see. Right. So yeah, for them this is a quest where they have to kill everyone in this area. And you can just stick around and wait for someone to come, if you really want to ruin their day, I guess. And it's the same thing with bandit camps, for example. Well, yeah, this wasn't quite... well, while we are here, let's take care of this quest around here. It should be simple enough. Yeah, as you have noticed, there is a lot of killing in the back involved, at least at these stages. Well, just kind of how it is, I guess, how Stalker works. There are PvP events, which I haven't tried yet, obviously, just 15 hours in, don't just... don't have really the incentive or time for that. A lot more activities I have to do first. Right, this is a bandit camp. The AI takes some time to it, I guess, which makes things a little more simple. This stuff I have to do. Should be one more. Not the wisest thing to kind of place claymore in front of yourselves, but it's just decoration, it won't actually explode, so not to worry. So do I have to turn this in now? Yeah, well, since we are on an adventure, let's forget about it for now and just advance further. So yeah, guns and the kind of I would describe it PvP tension are two things, not guns, gun customization and modification, and the tension building in PvP are the two things I really enjoy. We could actually go and trade this guy if we are so inclined. Maybe get some interesting items. There are 10 more enemies. That's a bad idea. The mouse in animation is a little borked, sadly. It's not in sync with the actual bullets being loaded. And sometimes AI is just, well, target practice, I would say. Not to say they can't be dangerous. Oh well. How come I'm not shooting in the head? That's weird. No. This is where, when, at least for me, it looks the most like your average stalker game when you're like clearing a village out. Of that sort. Four more enemies. Kind of reminds me, again, talking about clearing stuff out, reminds me of those really tough shootouts that took place in original Stalker. Oh my. Oh, as you can see, a player. Oh, there was another player, sadly. So yeah, players can intervene and basically ruin your mission, I'd say. That's how it sometimes is. Not sure I'm liking this thing a lot more than the Bison SMG. Probably because I'm firing at short ranges and there's no real difference apart from Bison having a really huge magazine. I really like this shotgun as well. It's not very practical at this stage, but I guess there is no hurt in showing it off right about now. Just need to take some bullets. So this is why you would want to team up with other random people. So, and there is a lot of, if you read the chat, I mean, you might not understand everything that's going on in there, but yeah, a lot of people are teaming up, not just for some quests or activities, but simply even to just reach a farming spot, for example, over here, right? It's a very popular spot, obviously, because a lot of weapons require the resources that you get from this area. And again, this is how tensions are built here between two factions. Well, that's it. Let me. Yeah. So there is another quest to deliver ammo. Should be quite simple. And there is also weapon upgrades, let's say, that just give them flat bonuses like more range, less spread, more damage. But it does require some like resources, let's call them that yet again. So you get, for example, here you get both damage and more fire rate, less spread, and more range, pretty much. More range before damage starts dropping off. That's how it's. That's what that stat was. So yeah, not a lot of going on in these games, but obviously apart from that it's a huge modification that a lot was done to make Minecraft look like this. And honestly, if there really isn't anything to kind of say it's Minecraft. You could say it's just Minecraft inspired and runs on its own engine. because the main menu is different, the launcher is different, right? The pause menu, I don't know, the options, everything is different. So I would believe if someone told me this isn't actually based on Minecraft, but just the graphic style is inspired by the game. So yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, and what I was talking about, but the gameplay loop is quite simple. You go to a farming spot and you farm to get both money and resources you need. Great shotgun has huge range. But yeah, mutants themselves aren't very dangerous. And again, the animations are quite... oh, that's a new one. So mutant intensity inside, that's the word. So yeah, you should have already spotted it. Once they only eject one case, right, and load one. Oops. Oh yeah, sometimes models aren't loaded properly and they create invisible walls, and sometimes you get stuck in them. And I was actually banned for speed hacking for trying. Yeah, I was banned yet again for speed hacking. Thankfully, it's only 60 seconds, so we should be able to wait it out. Yeah, that's the third person I was talking about. Again, the guns, gorgeous, just great, awesome. Models come from Minecraft. I don't know. I mean, the art style is great, right? But the blockiness, I don't know, just strange. Like you actually have your arms amputated because the style is actually quite realistic, right? And then you have these stubs. Well, so yeah, we pretty much have to wait 60 more seconds around. And actually, since I have shown you just everything the game has, we could stop it here because it's getting a bit late for me. You have to understand, it's already 2 AM, and I have to, let's say, I have to attend some business as early as 6 AM tomorrow, so I can't really stick around for too long. And again, this is what I pretty much just wanted to showcase the game, just comment on what I've seen, what I've experienced in this project, this very strange, bizarre project on the surface, because the idea of just doing this much work, right, putting this much work, as Jialin Wu said. No, I'm only now realizing that I still have the line crop down here. I hope it didn't cover too much of the game. Yeah, well, anyways, that was it. I would like to thank everyone for coming, for being for commenting in chat. I always enjoy seeing comments in chat and maybe answering questions, explaining stuff. So yeah, I had to explain a little bit of this game here. But well, there it is. Again, too bad we guys can team up and play it together, because I am sure you all would have wanted to play Minecraft, sorry, Stalker in Minecraft, but sadly it's a privilege only available to Russians, because we are clearly obsessed with Stalker and Minecraft, and sometimes these two passions overlap and create these wonderful artifacts like Stalkercraft, which is Stalker in Minecraft. Anyways, hope you have enjoyed the game. Hope you have seen something new, learned something new about our country, our culture today. That's how I want to put it. My antivirus asks me to pay for subscription, but I will not, because I am broke. Anyways, good night, guys. Looks interesting, at least. Yeah, no problem. Goodbye, Jays. Goodbye, everyone else. Possibly in chat. Have a nice day. I assume it's daytime in the US or something around that. Anyways,